Okay. So, in this situation, Sammy, first of all, let's talk about how crazy awesome this is. All right. First thing, there's like awesomeness and some glitches in here. And glitches just mean like broken patterns. Okay. So, in this pattern, so here, now you got to be coming right here inside like this. Okay. Right? Because you're coming out, which means you need to come in. So you go, he goes here, right? You're coming inside here, right? And when you come inside here, right? Now, since he's coming here, this isn't your option. He needs to clear and come here, right? And when he clears and comes here, now that lane will be open for you to play directly into Liam, who's coming here, right? And when you clear and come here and play Liam, you just continue running forward, right? And then Liam's coming in here, right? Drawing them out like this, right? And then he could either go into like the option right here to build in depending on the pressure, or he could continue and you could continue and he could drop it back into you, or he could, this guy could come underneath here and go here, right? You get options, but here's where it's sweet. Okay, so you're like, okay, I should have been there. I need to get that ball. And you're like, all right, I'm just going to step into 100%, do the brilliant slide tackle you did, take them on, right? Now you went here. Now what you got to tell them to do here is the option, couple options. Okay. Option number one is now the 9 comes in here and then wraps out into this space right here. But since the 9 didn't come in towards that ball and that one touch closed down, now he can't go here because he loses it. So what he's got to do here, and you got to tell him to do, is he's got to wrap out, meaning he's got to turn his back to this guy and then come in here. So right here, since he just showed like his, he got himself stuck, right? And we don't want to get stuck, right? So he goes here, right? If that option's open, which it needs to be, because that's the best option, because you just tap that one touch in here, you broke their whole press, right? You're out here and there, right? So what you should have been saying, because Johan Cruyff controlled every player, not just himself. He literally told every player what to do on the field. He basically was the controller of the PlayStation game. He was playing FIFA with his teammates, right? And that's what you got to be, right? Otherwise, there's too many wild cards, right? Someone's got to be the on-field coach. So you got to be like, because you know what he should have done, right? But right there, I don't think that you had figured it out yet, right? I think that you probably scanned it, but you didn't figure out like what he should have done right now, right? So, hey, play into the forward, right? Because then maybe you get free. Otherwise, now he's coming in here, Liam's coming in here, you're coming here. Now Liam's going to get that easy slot into you into 40 yards of space, and then you do your thing and you get to score a goal and go one on one. But instead, now they're counterattacking and you're recovering. I don't like to run personally. So the patterns, patterns of play, the movement, and the, so right there, right, you would have came in here, probably Liam into there. Okay, so let's find the exact same pattern again. All right, that's Liam's guy right there. All right, because outside back versus forward, so he's got to be tucked in. Right, that's what I'm talking about with outside backs. Look at outside backs are the best attackers and assisters, right? And guess what happens when they are up, right? The only option you'd have is to kick it long because they have so many players into that zone, and that's why you feel stuck. If outside backs stay here, then they just get automatically all that space and they build out of the back easy. That's just every coach has their own style. Um, but it's a game of chess. It's like I want to find one more pattern for you. We'll finish with that. Okay. So right there, that was a 1-on-4, 2-on-4 with you. Okay. So we're trying to counterattack them right here. That was just a phenomenal ball. First of all, I want to give him a mad respect for that. Good. Sauced up. Okay. Decent attack right there. Let's see if there's anything different. So you see how they pressed and covered so well there? Okay. So right here, you think it's the best option to go down here, right? But instead you got yourself kind of in a less vital situation. Right here, I would have came back and then across probably, because he's trying to press and cover, come back and then across, right? Drive that option here. Either way, you got the skill to, like, that's not a bad cross, but I'd like to see you get on your right foot, and I haven't seen you taking enough shots yet. So, like Jason Mora, I think you probably met him. One of the things he does phenomenally in futsal, and he was a winger for Minnesota United NASL before the NASL, I think. He would drive across the goal like this, and you see Messi do it, and you see Bukayo Saka do it from this side, right? Okay. So let's say, so for Quinlan, what I would have done here is like, so you run like this way, but then you're circling back in right here, like that bird that we talk about. Like you're a bird in the air and you're circling because he's following you out here, right? And then swoop in for the prey, right? So I would have probably had Quinlan go like this, right? Quinlan comes in here, now he's in that space, and then slots it through right here, and then you're in for a shot across. Outside backs high, and guess what? Right now they're in the same situation you felt like, right? Massive gap here, you got to win it, of course, right? But all right, hope that helps. I love this stuff. Hope you do too.